Hi everybody, it's Wednesday morning and welcome to Cooking with John. This is my second attempt at making this dish. Yesterday there was a wardrobe malfunction, unfortunately. I messaged my friend Mike in New York and asked him if I could show the video, and he says, oh yeah, sure. And by the end of the video, it's like, no, you can't show that. So proving once again, even real people make mistakes, and like Carrie Bradshaw says on Sex and the City, when real people fall down, you get up and keep on walking. Okay, so today's recipe is chili rellenos. This is my reverse version of chili rellenos, and I'll show you. It's absolutely amazing. There's a restaurant in Puerto Vallarta called Fajita Republic, and I spend January in Puerto Vallarta usually, and this is one of my favorite restaurants to go to, as they have the best chili rellenos on the face of the earth. I've tried to make regular chili rellenos at home. Boy, oh boy, you gotta char the chili, you peel it, you stuff it with the cheese, you sew it back up, you put a batter on it, you deep fry it. Talk about a hot mess. This is the reverse version. This is a chili rellenos casserole. So it has all the same ingredients, all the same elements, but it's absolutely super easy to make and absolutely delicious. So what I have done is I've got some lean ground beef. It has to be lean because if you use anything more than 10% fat, it gets really, really greasy. So I use that, saute with some onion. Over here, I've just got some poblano peppers, two sort of medium-sized peppers chopped into chunks, and I'm sauteing them in some hot oil for 8 minutes till they're nice and soft. Poblanos aren't hot, but there's a warmth to them. So be aware of that when you're cooking. For me, I love hot food, so I love, the hotter the better. But when you're cooking for guests and stuff, it can be kind of a different scenario. Now, I can't believe it is May and we have fresh corn. So I'm gonna add a little bit of corn to this. Cut corn into a bowl, and that way you don't get corn all over your counter. It's super easy to do. And we're gonna be assembling this dish in just a moment here. So yeah, things happen. Of course, today's a little rainy in Vancouver, and I'm riding my Peloton later. And don't you think it's about time they gave me a Peloton, for heaven's sakes? God knows I've been mentioning it enough on my daily cooking segments here. So anyway, okay, so I got some corn going here, and what I've done with the beef is I've laid it on a paper towel just to drain and get the fat out of it. So here we go. Now we're going to build the dish here. Putting the beef back into the dish. There we go. Easy peasy. Everybody into the pool. And a couple of other lovely aromatics we're going to add to this as well. A little bit of oregano is always good. The best thing about this is you can use dried oregano, especially when you're doing a dish with some sauce. You don't need to have fresh oregano. If you've got it, well, nice, good for you. Okay, a little bit of garlic as always, because it isn't cooking with John without garlic. And that, of course, takes about 30 seconds to soften up and get sweet. There we go. Yeah, warm that back over. Alrighty, easy peasy. Okay, oh, little skin fell in there. Get rid of that. Nobody wants to eat garlic skin. Turn my burner off. Okay, stir the garlic around until it gets nice and fragrant. Now, I've also got cumin, probably my favorite spice in the whole wide world. Cumin adds that wonderful smoky flavor to it. About a teaspoon of cumin will do you, and let that bloom into the sauce as well. Boy, does it ever smell good in here, I'll tell you. And then add our lovely corn. And you just want to warm that up and let it soften through. Now, the thing about chili rellenos is it's got a batter on the outside of the peppers. Now, this is kind of, like I said, the reverse way of making it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. In a bowl here, I've got half a cup of milk and a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Just whisk together, no big whoop. I'm going to slide you guys over here to my R2-D2 mini KitchenAid. Isn't he cute? 2 egg yolks in here, whipped to stiff peaks. Now, stiff peaks is this. You can actually pull it out and it stands up on its own. That's a stiff peak, okay? And you come back over here. Oops, I'm crashing away here. What else is new? And I'm going to add 1/3 of this mixture to my little bowl here. Taking my spoon, I'm going to fold this in. Now this is folding. It's a very slow, methodical approach. You don't want to deflate the eggs at all. And this is just 1/3 of it, just kind of gets it started. There we go. And now I'm going to add the rest of it, all at once. And again, folding this into it as well. This makes this lovely batter. Okay, we're ready to go here. One of the things the dish calls for is Rotel tomatoes. Who can find that? I can't, and that's all there is to it. So I found these fire roasted tomatoes. They're a bit spicy. They will do perfectly. If you can find those types of ingredients, you guys, by all means use them. But I buy everything at the grocery store. So I gotta make sure that everything's available, everything's on the table, and ready to go in 5 minutes. Okay, so there's my batter. I'm gonna leave that. Just stir all this together so it's nice and cooked here. Oh my gosh, it smells heavenly, you guys. Okay, so how beautiful and colorful is that dish? Now, this is all going into a baking pan. Hope you can see this. There we go. And it's absolutely wonderful. There we go. Okay, turn the burner off as usual, which I sometimes forget to do. Now, leave this nice and level, and then you take your marvelous batter, and you're just spooning this across the top of the dish, and you're gonna make it nice and smooth over top. Now, when that's done, you put it under the broiler for about maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes till it's nice and brown, and then half a cup of jack cheese on top of that, and under the broiler again for 5 minutes. I'll show you guys a picture of when it's done. It's absolutely awesome. So this is going to a friend of mine whose husband has been in the hospital, unfortunately, and you know, this is what you do. Bring some food and some comfort to them and help them feel better. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.